Hey everybody, welcome to Stadium Junkies Media, the podcast. I am your host, James Belknap, and this is the reaction and review of Floyd Mayweather versus Conor McGregor. The live reaction. What just happened? Hot damn, GG, whatever you want to call it. There's many names to it, but oh my god. So, have you ever wondered if you spent your money the right way? And then eventually it leads to the point that you realize that was worth all your money. That was the most entertaining fight I've seen. I, being of Philippine descent, love Pacquiao, and this is much better than the Pacquiao fight for versus Floyd Mayweather event. Of course, it was pretty much a CrossFit match at that point, but this was beyond expectations, and expectations really doesn't make a difference in this one. Initially, I had it at 4 rounds, knockout, Floyd Mayweather. What it turned out was Floyd Mayweather's strategy throughout the whole thing was tire out McGregor because McGregor is used to up to a 15 to 25 minute fight, and that's about it. And so with how boxing is, how long boxing can go, it's amazing that the idea is let McGregor tire himself out, and Mayweather took a lot of shots. Mayweather took, even though Mayweather at the end did not look like he really got injured, really even puffed up versus what Conor was. Conor can take a shot, but McGregor gave a lot of shots at the same time. You can tell because Floyd was flinching. In the second round, Floyd was flinching. That lets you know that, hey, all those hit in the face shots hurts. So getting out of the second round was actually a big surprise for me. But I can tell what Floyd Mayweather's strategy was starting to become, especially since he really didn't show the old Floyd Mayweather until the fourth round. Now, a lot of people saying, oh, he come out of retirement. He's a gym rat. He stays in the gym. He has fun in the gym. He spends his money. There's two things. There's a reason why he's Floyd Money Mayweather. Money. And how does he get the money? Well, he usually stays and goes to the gym. So that's the perspective that we have of Floyd Money Mayweather. And of course, the money part they're making. And wow, Conor McGregor just constantly bringing the hits. And initially, the first 3 rounds, I think was all Conor. Well, I mean all Conor. I mean, winning. And then the rest was just Mayweather. Conor does the usual UFC stance. Just keep it here, and gets him with a jab all the time. Now that's the amazing part to me is he was able to get that jab. You can't really get that with Floyd Mayweather. So that also tells me that there was a little rust, and thus at the end he said that this is the last fight he's ever going to have. So lo and behold, surprise, what do you know? That's what happened at the end. But how we get there, constantly just getting jab after jab, my jaw really hurts, to be honest, just watching that stuff, watching how the next turn, and to be able to take punch after punch in the nose, on the face, and being able to survive. I gotta hand it to Conor McGregor, because out of all the physical things that I predicted, being UFC fighters don't really use their whole body, they use mostly their arms to swing and to fight, rather than lean in like a normal boxer would, that he beat expectations. He took a beating, and he got real tired and wobbly, but throughout, he almost turned into an MMA match. Grappling, a lot of times, hits in the back of the head. Just 5 years ago, they keep on saying the story that 5 years ago he was cashing welfare checks, and now he's cashing the biggest checks in the mall. And you can't beat 4 to 5 years of training where all you do is grapple, guillotine grapple, hit in the back of the head, trying to make your opponent submit physically, not mentally, physically. And so for him to constantly grapple, and the referee wasn't really entirely on top of it. To be honest, on a normal match for a normal boxer, I think there would have been penalizations to the point of calling the match as a disqualification. But they continued, and if anything, the referee, I can't remember, but he is a Hall of Famer. He got on the Floyd Mayweather knowing that Mayweather, with the 50th match he has faced, was getting on to him about turning around, ducking, so that leaves opportunity to get hit in the head. Mayweather knew what he was doing. That's what he'd been doing for years and years and years. And so the referee got on to him, even when he shoves. Heck, the referee shoved back. At the end of a round, I believe the 5th round, Floyd Mayweather shoved Conor McGregor. Immediately, referee shoved him right back to the corner. Referee was not taking any crap. He wasn't taking the disrespectful crap, to be honest. That's the way I want to phrase it. But overall, when you get a 10th round TKO, and to be honest, I don't know why it was sanctioned for 12 rounds when it wasn't entirely a championship match. Yes, you're getting, the money belt, but here's the thing: it's not a championship bout that was sanctioned by any other wrestling association, anything that's pretty much like an incorporation of people saying, yes, you deserve this title shot. But it went 12 rounds, and to be honest, if it was allowed only 10 rounds, I think they would allow Conor to go to distance. And then, to be honest, as a fan of both MMA and wrestling and boxing, and to be honest, out of all the three martial skills, big production skills, I think the boxing is my least knowledgeable one, the one I do not possess the most poise for, the one I just don't possess enough knowledge about. And yes, I get the basics, and yes, I'm able to just look and be able to call it basically, but get the little details here and there is not my forte, versus wrestling, which is my number one, versus MMA, which I got a little more on MMA part, but the wrestling and the boxing combination does help. But this was a big win for, to be honest, everyone. If you look at it as a wrestling thing, if it was booked by Vince McMahon, what would you look at it as? You made everyone look stronger and much more amazing. And I think, in the end, the money was worth it. Granted, I wish McGregor could win in a sense of a decision or split decision just to bankrupt all of Las Vegas. To be honest, do we want to mess up the economy? No. But it would be fun to see what would happen in this situation that, hey, the greedy finally lost all their money. That, to be honest, expectations really do play a role. I didn't have great expectations when The Hangover came out, and guess what? Hangover was one of the greatest movies I have ever seen when it comes to comedy. And I didn't have high expectations for the Mayweather bout, if anything, thanks to one of our co-hosts, Jeffrey Burtis, for taking me in to his workplace and watching for free. Yes, I was one of the lucky ones to watch for free. I wouldn't have watched the match in the first place, and then I would have been very disappointed. So thank you, Jeffrey. Thank you very much for allowing me to show up. That was amazing. Expectations, 10th round. When you hear 10th round, do you really think that McGregor is just running around? No. Mayweather was doing his thing. He had the plan, and he executed the plan. Just McGregor made it look very exciting throughout. He is sports entertainment as an athlete. So, how do I feel about it? It was amazing. Do I feel like it was like a normal boxing match done right? No, not by any means. Especially it was unorthodox by all means. But it was entertaining, and that's what matters. That's what brings all the money to the table. And if you want more people to come and bring money to the table, you have to bring the sports entertainment. And that's what Conor did. Did I think Conor actually has a chance? To be honest, give him a year or two of training, especially if he makes his MMA more about the boxing and less about all the other parts. I think he can actually make it as the lower card and lower card boxing. But the problem is, if he loses to a no-name, that's it. That kind of taints the career. I mean, geez, if you look at all the women UFC fighters, if you lose to a no-name, it really ruins your career. If you lose your undefeated streak, it really ruins your career. And Floyd didn't want to ruin that, but he had a plan with his father that made it work. And of course, for Stadium Junkies Media, this is James Belknap. hot damn GG reaction to Floyd Mayweather versus Conor McGregor fight. Thank you for watching.